I'm Realtor Ricardo Rangel Jr. Today we're going to see if ChatGPT can show us how to buy a house. So let's go to our trusted AI site and ask, how do I buy a house? Hopefully I don't run out of credits or whatever. Okay, let's see. Buying a house can be a big but rewarding process. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you navigate it. Assess your financial situation, okay? Check your credit score, figure out how much you can afford by considering your income, saving, and current debts. Down payment, save for down payment, usually 3 to 20% for the home's price, depending on loan type. Emergency fund, ensure you have extra funds for unexpected expenses during and after the purchase. That is all sound advice. That is something I would tell a client during a buyer's consultation. Not too bad. Research and get pre-approved. Yes, mortgage pre-approval. Contact lenders to get pre-approved for a loan. See, that's one thing that we could help with. Which ones? How do you know which lenders are good? More research, more work for you. Show sellers you're serious and sets your price range. It does not say most sellers will not accept an offer if you're not pre-approved. It does not say, I guess it says this shows sellers you are serious. Anyway, loan types, learn about loan options, fixed rate, adjustable rate, FHA, VA. Okay. Not bad advice. Yes, we do prefer pre-approval before we go looking. Decide what you want. Location, consider commute time, schools and neighborhood vibes, type of home, decide between single family, condo, townhouse, must-haves, number of bedrooms, bathrooms, yard, etc. Okay. Number 4, find an agent. This one's our favorite as agents, right? A real estate agent can guide you through the process, negotiate for you, and help you avoid potential pitfalls. Thank you, GPT, for keeping us in mind. 5, start house hunting. Browse listings online and visit open houses. Be realistic about your expectation while staying within your budget. Okay. 6, make an offer. When you find the right home, work with your agent to make a competitive offer. Be prepared to negotiate with the seller on the price, repairs, or closing costs. Okay. Good advice. Get an inspection and appraisal. Hire a professional to check for issues and appraisal. Your lender will require this to confirm the home's value. Now, one thing I will note on this, you can waive an inspection. We don't recommend it, but this is where an agent's expertise will help you. If you're in a situation where waiving the inspection, while maybe not necessarily in your best interest, is sometimes what you have to do to get the house. So that's a discussion between you and your agent and the situation you're in. And the appraisal, this is correct, the lender will require it. You can have them waived sometimes, but that is specific to your financial situation, the property, and the condition of it. But yes, all this is good advice. Secure financing. Finalize your mortgage with your lender after the offer is accepted. I mean, that's a step. 9, close the deal. Closing costs. Save for additional costs like title insurance. You don't pay title insurance in Iowa, FYI. Taxes and fees, usually 2 to 5% of the home's price. Jeez. Okay, that's a lot. But that's because we don't have title insurance in Iowa, so our closing costs are like, well, maybe it is about 2%. Sign papers. At the closing meeting, sign all documents to officially transfer ownership. Okay, yes. 10, move in. Plan your move and settle into your new home. Okay, bonus. Do you want advice for a specific step, like getting pre-approved or finding the right property? No. Okay. This is a pretty good list. This is basically the timeline I go through with my clients when we meet for the first time, and I tell them exactly this, and then I answer their questions, which are a little more specific. Now, the purpose of this video was to see how good ChatGPT was at guiding you. Now, obviously, several times here it says you work with an agent, and notice you have other professionals involved, like the inspectors, the appraisers, the loan officers, obviously. So even if you think buying a house on your own you're completely on your own, there are other people helping you, not to mention the sellers, who are more than likely humans on the other side of the field. So let's get a little more specific here and see, how do I buy a house without an agent? Let's ask for a summary too. Buying a house without a real estate agent is doable, but requires more effort on your part. Here's a summary of the steps. Oh my God, GPT as pro real estate agent, huh? 1. Research and prepare financially. Okay. Ensure finances are in order. Calculate how much your house can afford. Get pre-approved. Search for properties. Online listings. Use platforms like Zillow, Redfin, or why did he have to name, or she, whatever ChatGPT is, they, them. Drive around. Look for sale by owners signs. Neighborhoods you like. Ooh. The thing about for sale by owners, some of them are great when they are serious. Some of them are a little more focused on not working with an agent, that they get in their own way. But yeah, we can touch more on that later. Local listings. Check newspapers and community boards. What's a newspaper? Okay, contact sellers directly. Reach out to the sellers on their listing or their listing agents to schedule showings and ask questions. See, there you go. There's probably going to be an agent involved. So even if you're trying to buy without an agent, you will have to talk to one more than likely. And I can make a separate video on how to do this if that's of demand. For hire professionals, real estate attorney, hire one to handle contracts, legalities, and ensure the process is smooth. Yes. Good luck finding one. They are around. They can help you. The thing about real estate attorneys, that things they don't do that real estate agents do, and vice versa. Attorneys will give you advice on the contract, on the intricacies, the legal aspects of it. They will not give you any real estate advice. They're not going to tell you this house is worth this, the price looks like this, consider these things. They're going to explain the purchase to you from the angle of the law. Which is helpful. And the flip side of that is agents are not going to explain to you legal things. We're only going to talk about the house itself, the real estate market. We have pre-written contracts that we fill out, and if you have legal questions, we will refer you to our real estate attorneys. But like if you ask a real estate attorney, what do you think about this price? They're going to tell you to ask a real estate agent or to get an appraisal. Or if you ask them, how do I negotiate this or that, they might give you some suggestions, but they won't be as fine-tuned as a professional negotiator will. Home inspector. Arrange for a thorough inspection to identify issues before buying. Yes, yes. Make an offer. Research comparable homes prices and negotiate directly with the seller. There you go. Submit a written purchase agreement, often reviewed by your attorney. Yes. Okay, so you have to do your own comparable search, which is not rocket science. If you're really, people who want to do this on their own like putting in effort to things. So if that's your thing, then you're doing it. Great. Finalize financing. Once the seller accepts your offer, finalize your mortgage with the lender. Correct. Close the deal. Oh, and one note on this. If you're trying to do this on your own, keep track of deadlines, because you will have deadlines, and the lender just needs to, get things on time so they can do their part. They have requirements, and this is what agents do behind the scenes, things you don't see. We make sure things are on track. That's why we're always asking you for documents or signatures. So just don't let that slide. And that's the thing with working on your own, is you're putting more work on the lender because they have to keep track of you. 7, close the deal with your attorney, lender, and title company to complete a paperwork and transfer ownership. Pay the closing costs, and sign the final documents. There you go. Buying without an agent saves you on commission fees, but requires extra time and effort. It's critical to have an attorney to protect your interests. Would you like a deeper dive into a specific part of this? No. Okay, so yes, like she said, it is a little bit more work, but that's what DIYers do, right? That's part of the fun of it, is doing the work yourself. So if you're the type of person who likes to do things on your own, then here you go. It's not a bad list. It's obviously just the bullet points, so if you want more details about this, I guess you could keep asking ChatGPT. Let's see. Okay, so let's ask ChatGPT now. How do I assess the value of a house without an agent? Assessing the value of a house without an agent involves doing some research and utilizing tools to ensure you're making an informed decision. Here's how you can do it. 1. Research comparable properties, or comps in industry talk. Find similar homes, look at recently sold properties in the same neighborhood with similar size, age, condition, and features, such as number of bedrooms, bathroom, square footage. Yes. Online platforms, use these websites to compare recent sales. Focus on homes sold within the last 3 to 6 months. That's correct. Adjust for differences. Add or subtract value based on features the house has or lacks compared to the comps. For example, a pool or a renovated kitchen. Okay, how much? How much? That's the thing. We have adjustment lists that say, for example, an updated bathroom is worth X amount in such price ranges. An updated kitchen is worth X. An extra bedroom is worth this much. As an extra garage stall is worth this much. These types of features are worth X, right? ChatGPT is not going to give us a list of that, but we will ask in a bit. 2, check automated valuation tools. No. Many platforms offer estimated home values. Oh no. The problem with the estimated home values is that they, sometimes they can be okay, sometimes they can be way off because they're just an estimation and every single house is different. And obviously, right? But even if you take a house that has the same exact floor plan as another and put it right next to another house that's identical, you may still have different views. And a view can be valued at millions of dollars. If you don't believe me, look in resort markets, okay? You can have a tower where one condo looks at the mountain and another condo looks at the valley. There can be $1 million price difference between those two. Same with ocean views. So that's just a view example, right? But the point of this is these tools usually don't account for that. We go to these houses, we've seen them in person, we've smelled them in person. So that's my thing with automated valuations. I would not go off of just those. And that's where having someone who knows how to do a value analysis can help you. These tools provide a baseline, but take them with caution. Oh, okay. They may not account for specific conditions or upgrades. Okay, see, those are physical things. Well, so are the views. Analyze market trends. Local market, is it a buyer's or seller's market? In a hot market, homes might sell above their estimated value. Neighborhood trends. Research whether the home values in the area are increasing or declining. Well, yeah. Is it a buyer's or seller's market? That's an interesting one. If you have anything under 4 months of inventory is a seller's market. Anything over 6 months is a buyer's market. So I wonder if Zillow tells you this. I've never looked. Consider property-specific factors. Condition, does the home need repairs and updates? Adjust the price accordingly. Okay. Curb appeal, landscaping, exterior appearance, and overall presentation can affect value. Yup. Unique features, extra amenities, finished basement, solar panels, add value. Not always. Solar panels can deter value because they come with a contract. So keep that in mind. They add intrinsic value, but on paper, I don't know. Calculate price per square foot. Divide the sales price of comparable homes by their square footage. Multiply the price per square foot by the square footage of the house you're evaluating. Okay. Request a CMA, comparative market analysis. If you want professional data but don't have an agent, some appraisers or brokers may provide a CMA for a small fee. This is true. I typically charge $200 for a CMA. I do them for free for my clients, but if you want to call me for that, let me know. I'm in the state of Iowa. Hire a professional appraiser. Yep, you can also get an appraiser to do it. Appraisals are anywhere between $400 and $700 depending on the type of property. So yeah, you can do that. And keep in mind, an appraisal, just like a CMA, is just an opinion of value. It's a more informed opinion of value with data to back it up. But appraisals, they're for the bank, really, and for you. They're a good way to say, no, here's a professional opinion. You're wrong. But they are good. We do like appraisals. They'll inspect the property and analyze comps on Fridays. Would you like some tips on finding reliable comps or calculating price adjustments? Yes. Give me a chart of price adjustments for a residential property for homes under $500,000 and under, let's say, 4,000 square feet. Here's a basic chart of price adjustments you can use to evaluate residential properties under 500,000 and under 4,000 square feet. Adjustments may vary depending on location and market conditions, so these are general estimates. We love a disclaimer, right? Okay, this is not bad. Size, square footage, 50 to 100 per square foot. Okay, it's a little higher than what I would do, but it depends on market. Add, subtract for differences in total square footage. Larger homes typically cost less per square foot than smaller ones. This is true. Bedrooms, 5 to 10,000 per bedroom. That's not bad. Yeah, that's about right. Bathrooms, 5,000 to 15,000. Full bathrooms are more value than half baths. Yes, this is true. That's within range. Although 5,000 to 15,000. So I would say 5,000 is a half bath, 10,000 plus is a full bath, but whatever. And it doesn't give details like feature condition. Okay, bathrooms. So is this just an extra bathroom or a remodeled bathroom? Is it the same thing? You'll have to ask GPT. Lot size, $1 to $3 per square foot of lot. Larger lots may increase value, but it depends on usability and location. This is true. Garage, 10 to 20,000 per bay. Okay. Attached garages are valued higher. Larger garages or more multi-car garages are at significant value. Yes. Age of home, 1,000 to 3,000 per year. Older homes may decrease in value unless well maintained or updated. This is true. Now, I typically don't start adjusting for age unless the home is over 10 years older than the comp. Am I wrong? I don't think so. Updated bathrooms. Oh, okay, they do have a section on updated bathrooms. 5,000 to 15,000, depending on highly desirable. Yes, they are. Condition of the home, 5 to 50,000. Okay. Subtract for major repairs needed. Add for excellent or move-in ready conditions. That one is arbitrary. Condition adjustments are the last thing you want to do because ideally you find homes that are in the same condition, okay? I would only recommend, well, of course you want the fewest adjustments possible. If you're adjusting for condition, that means you're exhausting your resources. So this one is kind of, $5,000 to $50,000, and just find another comp. That's a big difference. Finished basement, okay, 10 to 20,000. Yup, that's about what I would do. Finished basements with livable space or amenities add value, correct. Outdoor features, 5 to 15,000. Okay, another wide range, like decks, patios, pools, or landscaping, increase curb appeal and value. See, in a market like mine in the Midwest where it snows, a pool is not necessarily a value-added feature. It is, but it can also be a hassle because you have to winterize it. You can only use it for like a third of the year. So that's why she said it depends on your location, right? School district quality. Is that racist? Homes in top-rated school districts are in higher demand. That is true. I don't know. I hate adjusting for school districts because that's just modern redlining, if you ask me. View premium location. Homes with scenic views are located near parks, lakes, or quiet streets may command a premium. Yes. And the inverse. Homes located near industrial facilities or next to train tracks or next to, I don't know, an ugly thing will need a negative adjustment. But 10 to 50,000, that's, again, just find another comp. Just find the comp in that location. Don't be adjusting so much for things that, like that. Proximity to amenities. Okay, yes. Close proximity to shopping, dining, and transportation adds convenience and value. Again, if you're doing this right, you should not be needing to adjust for premium location or amenities. These are like last resort adjustments to make. Okay, would you like help applying these adjustments to a specific property? Ooh, we can do that. Maybe for the next video. Okay. Well, that's not bad. So ChatGPT does have some information that, I would approve of it. But ask me first, Now, let's apply a real life scenario to this and see what she says. We are under contract to close on a house a week from today, and the lender, who shall remain unnamed, and the lender just informed us that they can no longer finance the house. What do we do? Can the sellers sue us? And now this is what the clients asked me, basically. GPT says, this is a stressful situation, but there are steps you can take to address it. Here's what you need to know and do. Understand why the loan fell through. Contact the lender immediately to understand why they can't finance the loan. Common reasons, appraisal issues, change in your financial situation, or the lender's internal policies. Yes, the lender can say, no, we just don't want to. That is true. In this case, it was none of those. They straight up would not tell us. Well, they said the buyer's financial situation changed. It didn't. Something weird happened. Ask if there are any alternative solutions with them, different loan product or cosigner. Yes, we did that. Explore backup financing options. Apply to another lender. Reach out to others. Maybe lenders can expedite the underwriting process in emergencies. Hard money loan. Ooh. As last resort, you could consider a short-term hard money loan to close the deal. Those loans often have higher interest rates but can help save the deal. True. Cash options. If possible, look into combining savings, family help, or other liquid assets to make up the financing gap. Yeah. Review the purchase contract. Look at the financing contingency in your contract. Most purchase agreements include a clause allowing the buyer to back out if financing cannot be secured. Yes, but there's a deadline to this. We were already past the deadline. We already had financing contingency released. If the contingency is in place and properly documented, you should be able to terminate the contract without penalty. I mean, no, we couldn't have at this point. Maybe it wasn't well worded. If there is no financing contingency, you may risk losing your earnest money or facing legal consequences. Communicate with the sellers. Notify the sellers immediately about the situation and your efforts to secure alternative financing. If your financing contingency protects you, provide the documentation to formally terminate the agreement if needed. Request an extension. That's what we did. Politely ask the sellers for additional time to secure financing. And many sellers may prefer to extend the closing date rather than starting over with a new buyer. This is true. Man, GPT really knows her stuff. Risk of sellers' lawsuits. If there's a financing contingency, sellers generally cannot sue you as the contingency protects you. Well, they can sue you, they just will not get anywhere. They may only retain your earnest money deposit if the terms allow. If there is no financing contingency, the sellers could potentially sue you for breach of contract, but this is uncommon due to time and cost. This is true, but it depends on the price of the house, right? And the seller's assholism. Mitigation. Keep all communication professional and document your efforts to resolve the issue. Good faith efforts often go a long way in avoiding legal escalation. Consult an attorney. We love saying this. Hire a real estate attorney immediately to review your contract and advise you on legal rights and obligations. They can help negotiate with the sellers or lender to minimize potential losses. Proactive tips. Stay calm and act quickly. The sooner you take the action, the more likely you can salvage the situation. Be transparent. Sellers are more likely to cooperate if they see you're making any efforts to close. Okay, this is a solid list. Yeah, this is not bad, I guess. For the sake of ending the video, GPT can give you solid advice on processing or moving through the buying process. Of course, as an agent, I'm always on the side of you want professional help in person, but maybe future generations or even present generations are okay doing this on their own with a chatbot. That's not bad. I will say one thing that we add is the personal touch. I know iPad babies and all these people they say they don't care about having the personal touch, but when you're going through something like this, it does calm you down to have a person here telling you this to your face, right? Hearing human voice and talking to people does something in your brain that is, we're social creatures. We like that. This is just stressful. So that's my caveat. Anyway, I hope this video was sort of enlightening to you. Let me know if you have any questions, if you want me to make a video on other aspects of this. And it's been good chatting with y'all.